mouth-watering ribs slathered in barbecue sauce, tender beef brisket sliced to perfection, and juicy chicken basting. If you love barbecue, this is the holy grail.
It was an Epicurean delight.
Welcome to the Salt Lick. This popular barbecue restaurant, known for its open pit barbecue and hearty delicious meats, draws in hundreds of thousands of people from around the world each year.
This bustling barbecue joint is about 30 minutes south of Austin, Texas, in the tiny town of Driftwood. Tucked underneath these oak trees, this place seems like it couldn't be any further from Hawaii. But in fact, this restaurant has plenty of island influences.
Born and raised in Lihue, Hisako Roberts and her husband Thurman started the Salt Lick nearly 50 years ago.
Harry, was everything okay?
Their son Scott Roberts, who runs the restaurant now, says his parents met on Kauai after World War II.
Well, he was a chief petty officer, and so he got a Jeep came with the office, so he was just driving around one day and he happened to bump into her at the general store in the Willy Willy Harbor.
The two got married and moved to Thurman's hometown of Driftwood, Texas, and started cooking and selling barbecue on their property.
Me and another guy built the original pit for him, and that was just it, this big round pit, and we cut all the cedar trees down and then laid the fence down, and he would sleep on a cot and cook barbecue and sell it to people that came up and down the road.
With Hisako in the kitchen and Thurman running the pit, the couple served up generous portions of their slow-cooked barbecue to hungry customers. Word about the delicious food quickly spread, and the couple opened up the Salt Lick restaurant in 1967.
We built the restaurant around the pit. When we first opened, it only sat 12 people. There was no running water, no electricity, no bathrooms.
The Salt Lick has come a long way since its humble beginnings. It can now serve 300 people at a time, and the main attraction of the restaurant remains the open pit.
And this is the original pit, the first one we built, yeah. It's fallen down a bunch of times, but there's still some of the original rocks are still in it.
This is where the culinary magic happens. The fire slowly cooks the barbecue while pecan chips infuse the smoke flavor in the food, and the sauce caramelizes on the meat.
The juices drip down and they hit these coals and flare back up again, and that gives it another flavor.
Though the pit may have been the core of the restaurant, Hisako was the heart. When Thurman died, Hisako took over, adding her island influences in the food. Though Hisako retired and handed over the restaurant to her son more than 15 years ago, you can still taste the Hawaii flavors to this day.
She added powdered ginger to the barbecue sauce recipe. So there used to be 35 different ingredients, and she made it 36.
And take a close look at the potato salad and coleslaw. Hisako gave these southern staples some Asian flair.
She added popped sesame seeds to the coleslaw and to the potato salad.
It's those subtle flavors in this Central Texas cuisine which has the Salt Lick serving upwards of 5,500 people a day, oftentimes waiting in a long line for hours.
They are charred on the outside, but very tender on the inside. They just fall right off the bone, and I don't know, haven't had ribs like them anywhere else.
It's messy, delicious, the meat's really tender, the sides are all really good. It's just great.
This is a Texas luau, right?
To accommodate its growing popularity, the Salt Lick has expanded, adding a tasting room and winery.
I looked for trouble and I found it, son.
And an open patio for live music. Despite the expansion over the years, the Salt Lick held true to its roots. It's still cash only, BYOB.
Do y'all mind if we visit with y'all for a moment?
And it's Texas friendly, just like it was 50 years ago.
Trying to stay true to the way that my father said that you had to serve a quality product and you had to be extremely friendly to people and try to make them leave with the biggest smile they've ever had in their life.
And in Southern hospitality fashion, if you choose a family-style option, you are not going to leave here hungry. It is all you can eat until your belly desires. Now, it's time to dig in. Reporting from Driftwood, Texas, Cam Tran, KITV4 News.